Welcome back, everybody, to the Arkansas Razorbacks Dynasty and taking on Auburn. Really a big rival. Last year, it was crazy. Those 3 games, it turned into craziness. We ended up finally beating them in the college football playoff, but they beat us in the SEC championship game. It was insane. Different team this year. But this week, we are going to start Kasim Karapatis. We didn't really give much of a shot here so far. You can see he only has 17 pass attempts. He hasn't had the games like Blau or Holman. I know both Blau and Holman have been absolutely fantastic, but I want to give this guy a shot. Like I said, more of a thrower. He's kind of, like I said, a Patrick Mahomes type where he can easily get on the run and pick up yardage with his feet. There's no doubt about it, but he's going to sit in that pocket more often than not, make the throws. So let's give him a shot here today against Auburn, who is 0-2. We have a chance to put them at 0-3, and maybe out for the season. We'll see. Here we go, as we will get the ball first. This is a rare occasion as we'll find Cross Johnson for the catch over the middle on a first down. We really never get the ball first. I'll have to change that up because I feel like the setting of receiving the ball, it just seems like you always, kick the ball off, which, it's, you get it after the second half, but I'd like to get the offense on the field here first off just to see what this guy can do. We're going to give him plenty of opportunities, obviously. Getting this start, he'll get the whole first half, maybe more. We'll see. And so far, so good as we're driving down the field. Hand off to Russell. Cuts it upfield. Picks up around 6. And obviously can help out a young quarterback with a really good run game. Last week, it was just absolutely fantastic against Colorado in that second half. As Russell, breaking some tackles, gets through. And that should be enough yardage to pick up another first down. Right inside the red zone here. Back to Russell, getting some blocks, cuts it up again. New set of downs once again, and see if we can put in this first drive for a touchdown. Karapatis going to play action. He's going to roll out. He's looking down the field, and you know what? He's just going to pitch it forward. Speaking of Mahomes, kind of pitches it forward there to Trades Green for the grab. Just a few yards there, but now a third down and short. We hand off, and Dan Reddick, the freshman, is in for the score. So a perfect drive down the field, exactly what you want to see. Run game going, solid throws from the true freshman quarterback, and then the true freshman running back finishes it off. Reddick in for the touchdown, and a 7-0 lead. So here comes this Auburn offense. And just like that, they're going down the field right away, and this one's going to be incomplete. So Sam Osgood, your true sophomore quarterback, takes over. They still have Greg Virgil there in the backfield, but new quarterback, some of the receivers gone, Coleman is gone. So this is a different Auburn team. As you see, they are stopped there, and they will have to punt the ball. Karapatis back to throw, and he slings this one to Matt Yates, and he's got to catch up to the 45-yard line. Those are the throws he can make. He has got fantastic throw power. Obviously, that 6'5" frame can get the ball off quickly, as now Russell with the carry. Maybe because of that throw down the field, those linebackers drop off a little bit, opens up some run room. As back to throw, and here we go. This is what he still can take off. He still has decent speed. Picks up the first down with his feet. Good enough speed to get out of the pocket and do some damage. He's not going to be like Martin Holman or Dwayne Blau. He's not going to be that speed, but obviously good enough as Russell just continues to barrel forward as we're down to the 8. Karapatis to throw, and he finds Trades Green for the grab and a touchdown. Great touch, throwing that inside away from the defender as Green just cuts up perfectly. Couldn't ask for a better start here today. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, 14-0 lead. Trying to put it to Auburn. I know we got our payback last year in the college football playoff with a dominant win on our way to a national championship, but obviously I would love to get a victory here and really put them away. Just continue that revenge. As Virgil on 3rd and 2, he will have enough for a first down, so Auburn doesn't just get the ball back right away and then punt it right back. They will continue this drive as Osgood fires. This one has his receiver. That's caught. That's actually the tight end, Ty Willett, the senior tight end, with the grab. And Auburn now on the move trying to stay in this game. 2nd and 8, but he's going to run into trouble. Tyrone Burt, and I believe that was Henderson as well. Kavion Henderson each share that sack there, and now it's a 3rd and 15. And there's Henderson again. The ball is loose. It's going to be recovered by Virgil, but because of that sack and the fumble, knocks them well out of field goal range. They have to punt, and that's sack number 40 of his career. If this guy doesn't go in the first round of the NFL draft, I don't know what the NFL GMs are doing, because that would be an absolute mistake. Guy is a machine. As we pick up a nice screen pass there to Dan Reddick. He's got a big-time first down. Nice job cutting back and utilizing those blocks. Scarpatis has looked pretty good here so far. Finding Orkolitsky for the grab, and that's going to be a first down. Yeah, he's looked solid. He's looked really good. I mean, I get maybe a little pressure knowing that you're not going to be taken out after 2 drives. As look out, the ball is loose. As I just say that, man, every time I swear, like I talk these guys up, something happens. Ball is loose. Fumble recovered by Auburn. This is what you do not want to do. We're in complete control of this game. You don't want to just give them the momentum right back. As Osgood slings this out to Virgil, he has the grab. Only picks up 3. Nice pursuit by the defense. But this offense is going to hurry this one up. Try to catch us off guard. Maybe they see a matchup they like. I could run the ball here a couple of times as well. They're going to run it right away, but Von Weil, oh man. He just instantly got off the block. So they won't even attempt to go for it on 4th down. Instead, they'll kick the field goal, which is up and good. So they get 3 points off the fumble. As now that's going to put him in the... he's going to be cold. Well, we're going to have to get a few completions going to get him right back. Underneath, there you go. Easy completion. Kind of gets you out of that cold streak as finds Trades Green. But he's a perfect 12 for 12 today. He hasn't missed a pass. That's insane. He has been perfect. I mean, when you have guys that wide open as cutting up as Cross Johnson, I mean, yeah, when you got nobody around your receivers for 10, 15 yards, those throws should be easy. In the pocket, looking, he will go down this time, takes the sack. And I'm fine with that. No forcing throws. If you got to take a sack, we have playmakers that can make some big-time plays. Just like that, finding Cross Johnson, who lays it out, makes the grab. And makes it a 3rd and 2 as we are going to go empty. And they bring a blitz off the corner. They leave Cross Johnson coming across the field open. Interesting defensive play call there on the corner blitz. Doesn't work. Trying to put this in here before halftime as we cut it up. Lionheart has got it, and he's got it up to around the 3-yard line. Obviously a pass there on the touch pass. And to the 3, you got Braylon Russell. Give the big back the ball, and he puts it in for the score as Russell is in once again. Just a touchdown machine, and build this to a 21-3 lead, more than likely going to halftime. I don't think Auburn's really going to do anything with it at all, but we got a kickoff. Now, we show these kickoffs. It can be good or it can be bad, and it's going to be good for us because Dan Reddick lays out the kick returner. Yeah, Dan Reddick, the freshman running back. I mean, just completely lays him out. That's going to give us the ball here with 11 seconds left. They bring the blitz, leave a wide open Cross Johnson for the touchdown. What a job from Karapatis to read that quickly, just fires it in there. And his receiver reads the hot as well. He is ready for that ball. It is caught. It is a touchdown and unbelievable. Now we go up 28-3 at half. But the future of Dan Reddick is sky's the limits. I mean, Braylon Russell is going to be gone after this year, graduating, more than likely a 2nd to 3rd round pick. If he goes in the 1st, I'd be surprised the way running backs are nowadays, but I'd still pick him in the 1st. I mean, he's had fantastic seasons back-to-back, 20-plus touchdowns, but you never know mileage, what GMs are thinking draft-wise, but easily a 2nd-round pick. But Dan Reddick's just going to step right in next year. And, I mean, he is just going to be an absolute beast. As this Auburn offense is trying to do anything, but Sam Osgood is not having a fun time here today. He is not. It is a rough time. As we get into our first drive here of this second half. And now we have Martin Holman in the game. Marcellus Swain getting a few carries. We're trying to get him involved as well. He's a solid back as well. Just, sometimes you get pushed down in the depth chart. But we're trying to get him some carries. As Holman fires this one. That one was a tough one as the safety coming down, maybe the linebacker there, but just catches it right in time as Cross Johnson for the first down. As a wide open receiver down the field is Trades Green. Holman fires it to him. Little bit of a stiff arm, gets a few extra yards, and he's down to the 24-yard line as Martin Holman just continues his great play. But once again, just wide open receivers. I'm not sure what this defense is doing. And we'll go to the tight end underneath there for a first down. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. A lot of these guys are just wide open. Some of these touchdown throws have been very simple. As underneath the Cross Johnson, who just turns it upfield for the touchdown. This is looking very easy. I don't know what happened to this Auburn team that we saw last year. I remember that first game we played Auburn. Top matchup. And we got beat down. We made one heck of a comeback in the fourth quarter to make it a game. But offensively, we did absolutely, literally nothing until the third quarter. We went in there scoreless. Their defense was absolutely fantastic. We just fell short. You get to that SEC championship game, I mean, it was close. We were playing really well the first half. We had a good lead, and it just, their offense just took off in the second half. We obviously had plenty of mistakes as well. But this is, you know, this looking more like the college football playoff game. We kind of gave them a beat down in that game. We turned things around, and it's looking that way as well. But you could tell this Auburn team's just not the same this year. They're going to fall to 0-3 unless they have some crazy comeback here down 35-3. They're looking for their first touchdown of the game. Osgood fires this one, but Brandon Elling plays it perfectly, picks this one off, and Auburn will fall short and will not get a touchdown here. As you can see, I mean, he had time to throw. He just, maybe you feel that pressure in your face. You force a throw there to the outside, and that's an interception. As Martin Holman, he's feeling the pressure too, floats it up, and that's a bad decision. But that time you just can't take the sack, obviously, or it's going to be a safety. Trust in his receiver, trust in his arm. It just doesn't work out. The defender made a better play. Lyle Harris was right there in coverage, makes the pick. So Auburn just chance right back at it, so we give it right back to him. But, yeah, this is looking more like the SEC championship game. And, you know, what does Auburn do? You don't have a, you know, we'll see what Osgood does. That's a great throw right there to his receiver, Ty Willett, for the touchdown. That's a fantastic throw there. But, you know, I guess they're going to build with him. He's only a true sophomore. He has a chance. You know, maybe he excels the rest of the season going into next year. It's looking a little bit better. But it just shows you, if you don't have a quarterback, in this day and age in the NFL, I mean, it's NFL, this day and age in football, you really don't have much of a shot. Unless you have a just insane defense, fantastic run game, you need a quarterback. And somehow last year, that's what we had. That's how we won a national championship. I mean, our defense was so good. So good. Run game, so good. It didn't matter that Ty Marr, you know, was, you know, a mediocre quarterback. It really didn't matter. And that's why we tried to turn things around, getting these three big-time true freshman quarterbacks in here, because we want that. We want to make sure we have a prime quarterback at that position to win multiple national championships. And, you know, even though Martin Holman's struggling a little bit here in the second half, we've seen more of a struggle. Man, just missing that kick. Kicking in this game is just something else. But, you know, Karapati's today, we'll see his final stats after the game here today. But, man, he looked real good. So it's just more confusion, I swear. It's more confusion. You think one week, all right, Dwayne Blount, that's who we're going with. Oh, the next week, oh, man, Martin Holman, he looks just real good. Maybe we'll just stick with Martin Holman. And then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to give a shot to Karapati's here today. And, jeez, he aced the test. So I'm still not at a decision who I really want to go with starting-wise. Now, obviously, we'll look at the schedule. This SEC schedule down the line it's rough. It is rough. So we're going to have to find somebody to kind of stick with. I'd rather just keep somebody in there the entire time to get more of a rhythm, as there is Holman with the carry. He'll take it himself, and he's got the first down. We'll try to put in maybe one more touchdown here. Got Russell in the backfield, handed to Braylon Russell, cuts it up. He's got the first down. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm honestly. Do we put it like a poll? Maybe. As that is an insane interception. Wow. Had Hewitt, probably should have lobbed the ball up and you got an easy touchdown. But Holman fires it, about to get hit, and that's just still an insane pick. Wow, that was pretty crazy. But that would do it. 35-10 is going to be your final. I mean, this game was pretty much over right after that fumble on the kick return, and we got the touchdown right away to make it 28-3. But Kasim Karapati, 17 of 18, misses one throw for 191, 2 touchdowns. That's an impressive game against a really, even though Auburn's 0-3 now, they'd be beating teams left and right in, other conferences. So don't get that wrong there. This is still a tough opponent. We just have a really good defense, and we have playmakers all over the place. We have recruited, obviously, very well. Cross Johnson, 11 for 128, 2 touchdowns. Goes over 100 once again. He is putting up an absolutely fantastic season, really making himself known for possible draft stock as well. So we might have a decent amount of guys drafted this coming up season. I could definitely see that. So I guess we could just sim the week here, see what happens recruiting-wise, or let's get into recruiting, actually. See if we need anything to get done. So Sean Holiday, Algiers going to be closed. Eric Durbin, we can schedule a visit here for this 4-star corner. Do we do the bye possibly, or we do Vandy, or do we? I don't know. We still have plenty of time, so we could do a late visit, maybe Florida. So we got Coach Prestige, Conference Prestige, both A+. So I think we'll just stick with Coach Prestige. That's pretty easy right there. Got 185 hours left, so we'll probably have to get more visits here. Is it Adrian Cross? We could do Vandy. We got a free safety middle linebacker, so his other defensive guys possibly coming in. We'll do Coach Prestige on there. So Vandy will be a huge week for visits coming up. Alvarez, we can do a visit as well. I mean, we have a decent lead on some of these guys, but I mean that can change quickly if you don't get the right amount of hours. So Gossett, maybe Florida. All we have is playing time, so I don't know. I might wait on that one just to get more information there. Quentin Turner, we got that week 6 visit. It's getting close. He's going to be very close to see, he's right near the top 3, so we'll see what happens there. Igbenogany, we get a massive lead, so I don't know if we really have to put anything in there. We could do a visit, but I don't think we have to. We could probably add just a few more hours. Instead of 10, maybe we do maybe just do a hard sell here. Even though we don't have that third one. Let's just do that. That'll just continue the lead. We don't really have to schedule a visit or anything. Let's just stick with that. He is still a gem, so he's obviously a great player we want. Let's see. Anybody else that we can do a visit? Metropolis, possibly. We still have 105 hours. Wisniewski. Rawls, we got a really good lead. Vibe Body, we're right behind SMU. We actually dropped off a little bit. So let's take off the friends and family. Let's just send the house. We got to get more information there. We'll wait. Redfield, we got a solid lead. Not in the top 5 yet. Tyreek Britton, the 4-star outside linebacker. We could, but Steve Allison, this one's going to be tough. From Chicago, Illinois. Michigan's right there. We're going to need a visit here quickly to kind of turn that one around. So we can do Vandy as well. We'll do championship contender. But that is going to be tough to pull him away from Michigan, I would suspect. We can probably take that off and then just do contact friends and family. So that'll put us to 20, max that out at 65 hours. And we'll just continue there. So let's sim the week. Let's see what happens. And as I suspect, you can see Allison below has committed to Michigan. So Algier is very close. I mean, we're right there. We have a very big lead over Clemson. I'm hoping he commits next week. Quentin Turner, good lead. Jeremiah Stevens, Oregon's taking a nice lead there. We'll see what happens there. Wisniewski, we got a pretty good lead. Rawls, we're good to go right now over Michigan. And Nick Redfield, we got the lead. And yeah, Allison, it was going to be tough. You know, you're from Illinois, you want to stick home. I get it. And he goes to Michigan. Top 25 remain number 1, TCU 2. UCLA is now 3. So it looks like, I can see Texas lost to Vanderbilt. Wow. So there's your upset. Vandy beats Texas, who we will play Vandy here coming up. So, I mean, that just throws a little wrench in there. You're just like, that should be an easy win. But then they take down the number 2 team in the country, Texas. Wow, okay. Any other drop-offs here? Looks like Ohio State. They lost to Rutgers 35-32. Baylor loses to Kansas State. I mean, Washington beat Indiana 66-29. But Ohio State losing to Rutgers and Vandy beating Texas. That is massive stuff there. And Kavion Henderson, Cross Johnson, I guess are technically 1-2 right now in the Heisman. And that's what I said last time. I wanted a Heisman maybe winner. It's one thing we're kind of missing from here. So that is cool to see. Hopefully Cross Johnson continues. Same with Henderson. But you could see the schedule. We got Vandy, which I was like, this should be good. But now it's going to be a tough game. Tennessee hasn't lost. Oklahoma, they're ranked. Texas A&M is going to be tough. Texas, Georgia, Kentucky. I mean, this is going to be, and Florida. This is going to be an interesting stretch. We got to find out which of these freshman quarterback are going to be the number 1 guy going forward. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.